Let's talk a little USC recruiting. Scott Schrader here from We Are SC. There's a 5-star on campus this weekend, but first, you put in a new prediction for a major target for USC. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it was one of those predictions that we probably could have made earlier than we did now, but typically I like to wait until I know that there's going to be some type of an announcement date that's been set, or there's something that's coming in the near future. But yeah, linebacker Talanoa Ely from Kahuku High School in on Oahu. He's a guy I can't think of a linebacker other than Tyler Atkinson, and their chances of USC's chances of getting him are probably pretty low right now. But I think this is probably the highest you can go up on the recruiting board at linebacker for USC, and
Wow.
they're in a really good spot for him right now. He'll be coming back for another visit. I'm told for June 17th through the 19th, and he'll be visiting with a bunch of other high-profile guys like Brandon Arrington, Mark Bowman, Kenyai Pepe, Tom Tapui, and I think there might be another one that's in there too. So yeah, it was that. This is a big get for USC should they get him. And Steve Wilfong also put a prediction in for him.
Speaking of predictions, how close are you to putting in a prediction for 6'5", 295-pound offensive lineman Samuel Utu? He's right there at Orange Lutheran. Is he a guy that you're close to predicting for USC?
Yeah, he is. He's also he's. There was a time where I thought a commitment from him was kind of imminent. I thought it was going to happen at any moment. This is like even as far back as a month ago, but he's decided he's going to take all of his official visits first, and then make a decision after that. And you know how things change. This could change
Yeah.
tomorrow for all we know. But yeah, he's definitely something that I would feel pretty confident putting a USC prediction in for right now.
All right, USC fans, we're going to talk about that 5-star on campus. But first, hit subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel. All right, let's talk about quarterback Ryder Lyons. He was back on campus at USC. That was on Thursday. But are you getting the sense now that USC is the team to beat for Ryder Lyons? Inside Scoop listeners, I got to tell you about a company that makes this show possible. It's Roback Activewear. The only way to describe Roback is best fit, best feel. And for those who are not familiar with Roback, they are completely changing the game with their incredibly comfortable activewear. Roback has released so many items within their new licensed game day collection, and it's our favorite. With novel polo designs, clean hoodie, and quarter zip designs from some of your favorite schools, it's definitely worth checking out. Nobody else in the market is pairing these level of custom designs with this quality of activewear. Roback's everyday shorts or their Delta Performance pants are the perfect pairing as well. They are both super comfortable. They have an elastic waistband and a great fabric that is made to have the appearance of a nice short look, but the comfort for everyday movement. Roback also has been proudly leading the NIL charge, having signed partnerships with multiple college football stars, past and present, and are becoming the go-to brand for college athletes across the country. So use code JOSH on roback.com for a generous 20% off all new custom orders through the end of this week. Let's spell it out for you. RHOBACK.com. That's 20% off all performance polos, shorts, and more with promo code JOSH.
I know that the sense out here is that they're in a really good spot for him, and just based off the feedback that I've gotten from multiple people, I do think that USC is still the school to beat for him. You know, part of the recruiting Ryder Lyons is that's helping USC is his brother, tight end,
Sure.
sophomore tight end Walker Lyons is really happy at USC. Loves the coaching staff, loves the vibe of the program. He's getting paid well, I'm told. So there's really not a whole lot of negativity that other programs might be able to come back and kind of put on USC with the negative recruiting aspect. So there's a long way to go. There's a lot of visits to take. I think that ultimately there could be something to his brother. At least having a kind of a breakout year this season for USC that might lock things up. But right now, I would expect USC to be in a really strong spot to get him when decision time comes.
All right. Now, let's talk about another 5-star recruit. He wasn't on campus this weekend, but you went to go see 5-star athlete Brandon Arrington. What's your read right now? You got to talk to him one-on-one. How do you feel? What team is out front of this recruitment?
I think USC is out in front right now for him as well. There's going to be people watching this going, "Is there anybody that you don't think USC is out in front for?" But I mean, this is a shared opinion by a lot of people right now. I mean, you could ask Steve Wilfong right now, and he'd probably say something similar about where USC stands with him. But I think that you know he was a guy 3 months ago. It was like pulling teeth to get him on campus, and he still hasn't visited a bunch of times since then. He's only visited twice, and he'll be back again here in the somewhat near future. But I think the last visit he had on March 25th was really really impactful, and kind of put USC in the position I believe they're in right now.
Yeah, feels like it. All right, let's talk about two wide receivers. It was a busy week on campus. You guys did a great job of covering everything at We Are SC, but there's two wide receivers I want to talk about. Calvin Russell, James Scott, both feel like priority targets. They're both on campus this week. How do you think USC did with them?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about Calvin Russell and how that visit went. I've hit him up a few different ways and haven't got any replies. I think that might be kind of normal with him. But James Scott is an interesting also target for USC's. I don't know what his height is offhand. I went and saw him when he played OT7 in Texas a few weeks back. He's probably 6'4", 6'5", so he's that bigger receiver. It looked really, really good. And this was his first visit to USC. I have not got any feedback from him on how that visit went, but he is also already scheduled for a June 20th through the 22nd official visit for USC. So this might be a guy definitely to look out for in the future. And with Calvin Russell, I'm not really sure where things are.
All right, let's wrap it up with one of USC's top priorities on the defensive line, Derek Coleman-Brusa. He was on campus. Do you think that USC has a shot here?
Yeah, I do. I think they have a shot. This is another guy that they put a lot of effort into.
Yeah.
I don't know what the maximum number of visits that these coaches are allowed to get in the wintertime, but USC definitely used them on him. He was at Kennedy Catholic. I think, just based off feedback I've gotten from people that know his family really well, I think prior to him getting out to USC for this first visit, I think Oregon was kind of felt to be the leader right now. So I'm not sure whether, this one visit has changed anything there, but I do expect him to come back for an official visit in June.
All right. Busy time for USC as they battle for the #1 class in America. Trojan fans, talk to us. How are you feeling about some of the names we hit on? Who does USC land? Let us know.